I'm going to consider this the start of the Garden 00 project. The idea being myself developing experimental techniques within this plot and on this property, given permission. Right here is a plum tree guild. I started this some odd month ago. I'm gonna look into the photos, the Discord I created, see what the date actually is. This is the start of a video series where I want to discuss the benefits, the possibilities, and the general idea of permaculture in a way that is accessible and easily replicable. I want what I am doing right now to be done by my community, the people I want to teach how to do this, or rather, who already know how to do this. I want to see more of it. I love this. This is something, and when I say this, I mean the holistic, the general ecosystem, not only created within the ground, but with the people around you in a societal manner. I believe that if I can continue doing this in a way that feeds not only myself but the others around me, it has the possibility to change things around myself for the better, things around others. I am currently working on soil development in a nutrient manner, pest protection via...
How's it looking?
Oh, it's looking great. I'm making videos right now.
I had a chance to look at it.
Yeah, come look. Back to the general rant. This idea, what I'm working on right now, is still very young. The plum tree right here is no more than 2 years old, I want to think. Maybe 3. I think that, it's looking healthy. Recently I just had a sun scalding issue. I'll put up a picture somewhere on the screen. But all that means is that the bark split open because it got really hot because of some copper wire I wrapped around it. I have a bunch of this plant, comfrey. It's an incredible plant. It's very, very versatile, I'd say. Not only is it somewhat ornamental in the fact that it's a large shrubby leaf, it produces these beautiful little tiny white lily of the valley bell flowers. And I'm assuming they pollinate well because they have very long stamen pistils. This video series is also about education. I want to teach myself more about this subject because, empirically speaking, fundamentally, I am not knowledgeable about these things. I know of these things, but I cannot easily dissect something with my own eyes and brain without using an external diagram. But this has become my external diagram. This itself is a plethora of information that I can just look at and consume in a metaphorical manner. Back to the plant. It produces a very deep taproot that drills in between all of the rocks and such, the gravel within the New England area. Soil videos will be a thing. I'm going to start going around and inspecting the geology of areas more. That's something that's, I would consider, fundamental to a forest, right? The geology of the soil, if that's the correct term. But anyways, just like looking at the layers of all the things in it. I got some, I'm not actually sure what this is. Probably some wild weed. I air quote weed because that's just a plant unknown to me. It most likely has some sort of function in here. but I'm just pulling it out as a weed because I don't know what it's doing. Perhaps this could be rich in vitamins of some sort. I don't know. I'm gonna just leave it there though. There's some clover I see. This is an interesting study case that I'll look into later, but the basic idea is that this is this dead stalk, if visible, is a mullein plant. Most likely great mullein or common mullein. It died by the looks of it, while the other stalk next to it, in a separate clone. The way this garden is set up is that I have two different plum tree guilds. And there are some other plants. There's 2 fig trees on the other side, but they're still too young to really observe them in an ecological manner, I think. No, that's total crap. I can look at them in an ecological lens. But what I'm trying to say is that they're being dominated ecologically by the other plants around them that are much larger. Like I have a sweet spire bush next to, I'm thinking a Chicago hardy fig. I'm not sure though because I forgot it when I mixed up the labeling sticks. Anywho. Yeah, so this mullein plant died. At least the top stalk, maybe the roots are alive, but I'm not too sure about it. It looks like, my guess is that it probably produced seeds and then, died. It was like, I made my babies, but now I can pass away, hoping for the future. The children are the future. Kind of looks neat though. It's like a long stalk, maybe not more than half a centimeter wide, thick in diameter. Hundreds and thousands of seeds, most likely in the, I don't know, maybe millions. Tiny seed pods that kind of just explode in the sense that they open up and let the wind carry it all. I got some chives there. These get really, they're actually quite fresh right now, and fresh in the way that they're soft and edible, not like a hard dowel stick. That's when after they produce flowers, I think. That's what I've noticed, is that they get harder like that within their reproduction cycle. Anyways, there's a bean plant that's looking pretty good. Yeah. I'd like to do more case study like videos in kind of a top-down way. If I can get a microscope and really get, oh man, what's the word? Reductionist with it, I can totally understand these plants and their functions. Their biological functions, their perhaps spiritual functions. Do you think, maybe plants have spirits. Maybe they understand that they have a purpose greater than just living, being nibbled on, maybe. Maybe they do understand that, that they're contributing to a greater ecosystem than themselves, than just their bodies. Perhaps the goal of reproduction is not the end all, A lot of mycology will happen. The issue with that right now is that the concept of raw space-time, just square footage that is mine, that is sterile, and when I say sterile, I mean not littered with dead little rodent bodies by wild cats, fucking wet towels on the ground, some shit like that. I'm thinking a van. If I can purchase a van, automotive would be cool, some automotive videos. If I can purchase a van with enough equipment to put in it, I can do wild adventure style sort of situations. where I go out into the woods, collect samples, bring them back into the van, and that's kind of the lab, the mycological lab on wheels. It's a good idea, but I need money, capital, and to fix my other cars, so that's why maybe an automotive video series is a good organizational tool. But shit, skateboarding would be fun. Fucking, I stack rocks. Let's see this rock stack real quick. I think exercise videos might be a thing. Definitely with other people, because I'm not really skilled enough to give my own expertise on technique. I'm still learning a lot. However, more like fighting, I guess. MMA, Muay Thai. Who knows? Art. Top-down art kind of thing. Anyways, this has been a general, let's just say an idea. This is an idea. A very big, interwebbed idea. I can only achieve what I put out into this world, and I mean that by me dedicating my energy to my life, the surrounding environment. I can do well. I will be happy and content and allowed to eat, shit, and breathe in the same space. Sleeping area. Having a bed is nice, that's your own. That's a goal. Yeah, this is a lot. It's all an idea.